Hey everybody, I think I'm live. So hey, how you doing? This is Steve Lennon, and today I'm going to go over another WordPress real estate theme review. I'll get it, and show you this particular theme I happen to like. I just found it today. It's called Area, and it is for real estate agents to promote IDX website integration, their properties and listings, and also it just has a lot of compelling features that would attract consumers as well as your sellers to want to, say, hey, this guy's doing, or this gal is doing a fantastic job. I believe that they can go ahead and sell my house, or I think that this site can find me the property that I want, and it's just really, really nice. It's got a lot of white in it this time, and some blue, and it really looks nice. So let's go ahead and get into it real quick here, and let me transition. Okay, well, we're into this particular theme, aren't we? So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So you can see it has a slider on it. I'm going to go ahead and go to the home page, and I'm going to go to number 1 first. Let's go to that first. And there we go. So what I'd like to do is just go through the different theme homepage styles first, and show you what's available on this particular theme. If you have some interest in this, would love to talk to you about it and help you design a plan, how to execute that plan, how to have a site that will drive traffic to it, and also compel people to want to actually take action and fill out a form, start searching for listings within the site, all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit. It's got a lot of robust colors, very, very nice. Now the theme that you're looking at right now happens to be the actual theme without an IDX integration. IDX, for those who don't know, is an internet data exchange. It's what we push into WordPress through what's called an IDX plugin from your MLS board feed. And we can reassemble it, assign it locations, and make it look really good. So these are blocks here. Each one of these sections is called a block. And if you look at these here, we have you can put your call to actions in here for your local area, put some verbiage in here that represents what your value points are, your features and your benefits. And you can see in here that it's got like a module or block type section here. We can change these out to replicate whatever we want. So if you're selling condos and apartment units, or single family houses, luxury high-rise, whatever you're doing, we can go ahead and take portions of this out or keep portions of this in, depending on what your needs are. Put your agents in here. So if you have a team, or you have an office and you want to have a nice fresh new look, and you've got 15, 20 agents, 5 or 6 agents, 2 agents, we can adjust that to meet the standard that best serves what your purposes are. So you should know that. Then you have another section here, which is like a testimonial section. Then you have this section here where we can change out the imagery here if you want. Put in your own imagery to reflect this particular the comment section here. So, and then down here, this is a slider view. So these are most recent posts, and you can do posts and then put them in here. And as you put a new post in, it will populate in here, and you can actually syndicate those posts through social networks out to the real world and let people see them, have them aggregate different places, and then those links will attract people back to your site, among other things that we can do moving forward. Subscribe to a newsletter if you want to go that route with like MailChimp. Let's go back up to the top here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and cruise through a couple of the other home pages. Let's go to number 2. Takes a second for it to load. It's coming from a server probably in India or somewhere, who knows. So sometimes it loads a little slow. So this is Stratford right here, and whatever that is, I don't know where that is, but Woodford, it's probably England. So we change this out to reflect your local area as a map view if you want to go that route, and then they can still do the search in here. Properties for rent, featured properties, properties and property ranges. We can do whatever you want in this section. There's a nice call to action right there. More featured properties for sale. And then down here, it's you can see the rollover. We could change this and adjust this rollover to what we want in here. We could have it be different cities within your communities or different community names, or it can even be different price ranges within the cities or the city as a search criteria. And those all can be linked up to those different what they call variables. Drop your agents in here. See if you have a team and you want to add your team in here, you can add the team in here. If we click on one of the team, like Lena right here, you'll see it go to a team page. And that's what a team page, so it will showcase listings of that particular agent. You can set that up. And then it also shows the other agents as well. Very nice, right? All right, let's go to number 3. I think, am I number 3 now? Let's go back and see if it's number 3. Okay, so this is what I call a hero image, and this one allows for it to, here's the keys, close the deal. So, and then this is in a slider view. So when you're doing sliders, you don't want to have too many sliders because it slows down the speed of the internet from where it's pulling up the information to where it's being received on a tablet or a mobile device, a laptop, an iPad, desktop, whatever it may be. Oh, I think we've seen that one already. So let's go to a different one here. Let's go to number 4. Okay, and this one, what they decided to do, let's just click through it here. They've got 2 sliders. So what they wanted to do here is they wanted to show that we could do a kind of like a glass look or an overlay of a color. Or we could just have it look like this with some properties that are in there. So this also could be used for investors. So if they have a complex or they have a development project with, say, 500 homes and they have different floor plans, we can change this out to do that as well and showcase their different properties, single-family residence, condos, whatever the case may be. Very, very nice use of color. And let's go to number 5. Let's go to number 5. All right, looks like we've already seen number 5 or doing something here. Let's just slide through here and see what happens. Yeah, it must be something down at the bottom that's different or not. You can see how things can be adjusted and changed, the different modules, the different areas, the sections. Here's what's called an accordion view. So if you have certain questions in your community you'd like to get answered, you can put the questions up and the answers in here. We can add video in here in most cases. Haven't been on the inside of this particular theme, but in most cases we can drop a video in here and have some words in here as well. So when it pulls out, a person can actually read it, or they can just watch the quick 30-second video and have it collapse like this. It's another way to do it. We can, partners, if you have partners, we can include those partners as far as icons, or we can just strip this section out. And I think we've got the number 6 here. All right, same sort of thing, right? So this particular theme is what I call minimalistic in its approach, in the sense that on this particular home version 6, we focused on people seeing this section right here, right? So we can come in, also go in here, and we can adjust this particular area here to, if we want to raise up this particular box so that the white section in here for search needs to be highlighted more, or we can keep it the way you want to keep it. We could put a map view in here as well if we wanted to. So let's go back over to here, and we're going to go over to the property views real quick here. Here's the default property view. Now, mind you, when we do this particular, if we add an IDX integration in this, in MLS search, this will change. It will look very similar, but it will change, and it will change based on whatever the plugin allows for the IDX integration into the site. It comes from a different outside source. We bring it in, we assemble it, and we make it look pretty. so that have a really nice look that represents the look and feel of the site. But it does change some because it's coming from your IDX provider instead of what you see right here. Now, what you see right here, this is still in here. It gives you the ability to do that, but it's what you have to do it manually inside of this particular theme. Now, there are sites or there are places in the world where we don't have IDX and MLS site, like South America, for example. And so they have to manually insert the properties each time. And that's what they do. So that's why the site was made this way. So you can have best of both worlds. Here's a default with a sidebar. See that there? There's a sidebar over here. We'll quickly go through a little. Well, come on, Steve. There we go. And here's a full screen location view on a single property. All right, so put the property location in here of that listing, and then put some type of words in here with a call to action. There's the featured listing. So let me give an example of what you would do with this. With this particular section here, what you could do is you could actually have do a listing, submit the information, go take some pictures of a listing that you think you're going to get, put the information in here, go to the listing, show this website page with the local address, and it will increase your probabilities of getting the listing from that consumer because you already did the legwork as far as showing a page, and you can name the page up here, name it that property address up here. So when you present it on your tablet, your laptop, your desktop, your mobile device, in that presentation, it's going to cause that person to want to come over the top and basically work with you versus your competition. So you can add as much, we can change this around, make it more minimalistic, things like that. A lot of cool things you can do with that. So full screen, and then I'll show you the default view. Here's a full screen of a property listing. Another view. Okay, and then we'll go over to the default view. There you go. Now this would be the name of the property right here. If you look at this here and you look at this up here, they're both the same. So whatever you put up here would represent right here. So you could put newly listed or just listed and then put the property address here. Now when you put the property address here, it's going to be crawled by the search engines, therefore giving your site a lot of Google value, right? Google juice. Amenities. Very nice, very clean. Let's go back up to the top real quick here. Let's go over to the agent pages, okay? So let's go ahead and go with the default page with a listing. So this is a real estate agent, right? You. And this is where we would insert the MLS feed of listings that you would have as far as listing as that agent. Now, in order to their listings, and then we could assemble the listings in here based on that. Showcase your listings, your team. Agents. Let's go full screen with the listing, and then I'm going to show you the grid view real quick. So can you imagine having each one of your agents look like this on this page here, hailed out? Wouldn't that look nice? With their contact information here, the listings that they have currently. Very nice and clean, right? All right, let's go to another one. Here's a light with map view. Let's go check that one out. Now this right here, you're seeing this obviously because it's just this is a template, but this would narrow down to that locale of that particular agent. My best offers. Post a comment. Get social engagement. Now we could take this out and do other things as well with it if we wanted to. But map view is often good because you could have a map of the location of where you serve your community. And let's go with a grid view. So this is an agent page. So if you want to showcase all your agents and you had like 20 agents, then you could do the first 4 here, and then you'd click on the next one to see the second 4, and so on and so forth. Okay. And let's go over to agency, inline view, listings, default. So this page here identifies if you had a bunch of different offices, you could identify each office and put them in here, and then people would quickly be able to go to which office they wanted to go to, for example. Another way to use this, if you wanted to offset your costs and have some of your affiliates participate, then what they could do is you could put your affiliates information in here. We could add that in here. Another thing to do is to have this where you could have your local resources for your area, like your utilities, your cable services, all of that stuff in here, and have quick access information where they can just call. So now you have a place and you have a reason for people to go and gather that information, send it to them. You could include this page into your email marketing campaigns, things like that, to encourage people to get them informed about the resources. And you could also include it in your closing package as a real estate agent. So it's another way to incorporate this. Okay, so this is what's called an agency view. So it's got the upper fold here, the upper header, and it's got the agency. So this looks like a single page for that particular agency. So if you had different, I'm not sure knowing how they're wanting to use this one here. I have to get back with you on that one. I don't know. Maybe in Europe they're using it for something, but here, I don't know about the States and Canada perhaps, because... yeah, I don't know. I actually got me stumped on that one. So that happens every once in a while. But let's move on. Okay. Looks like it's highlighting this particular office, this particular agency. And then it's showing the properties, and that's probably why the other one that we looked at was tied to that as well. So, I don't know that of any case use case where we would use that in the States for the most part, unless you're a larger agency. Okay, so I think let me look over here real quick here, FAQ listing. So. This one, I believe, has, it's got a page where we could add, if you had FAQs, frequently asked questions, we can include that in here in different sections and highlight your value proposition, your benefits, and your features in here as well. And then we could have this page, if it was an FAQ page, that could be associated to an email marketing campaign as well to cause stickiness, to cause people to want to come back to your site. You can incorporate with some marketing in your email marketing campaigns or your SMS text messaging campaigns. Now, I will tell you also, speaking of SMS text messaging, I have a plugin that is really popular that I can include into this, and it would allow for you to go into the site when you wanted to and send out burst emails, text messaging back to your past clients perhaps, or to new clients if you chose, if that was a choice of yours. So I just want to let you know that. So let's go back to the home page. I think we're going to be able to wrap this up pretty quick. Okay, so we're back to the home page. If you like this particular theme or would like to look at some other themes, there's a couple things you can do. One thing you can do is go to my primary site over here. This one here, it's called stevelinen.com, and you can check out all the different listings that I have in here. You can see I have a bunch of them here on the home page. These are all real estate theme reviews. And on this site, I actually do reviews. I'm building it up, so keep coming back. I will shortly be doing plugin reviews. I'll be doing reviews on what's called SaaS or SaaS. That's software as a service. There are web-based software application utilities and software pieces that you can use to grow your business. CRM solutions, email marketing solutions, all kinds of cool things that I'll be educating, informing people, and letting them know what's available out there in the marketplace. So, among other things. So I'd love to have you come back and check that out from time to time. And let's go ahead and bring you into how you can connect with me. One thing you can do is you can go to fiverr.com/SBLINNIN, or you can, if you've seen me on YouTube, you know where to get me there. Facebook, well, there'll be links in different locations to contact me on Facebook. And as you know, you can get me on stevelinnin.net as well, STEVELINNIN.net. And if you want to contact me directly, just go ahead and call me here. If I do not answer you, it doesn't mean I don't like you. It's just because, hey, I was busy, I was working on a project, or I stepped out for a while. Leave your number, leave your information. I will get back with you as soon as possible. And would love to talk to you. Would love to be your theme developer and build a beautiful site for you, no matter what the case. Love referrals. And if you like this particular theme, I'm back. Thanks for watching my video, and I'll look forward to bringing more videos in the future. Thanks so much. Take care.